Hello everyone, welcome back to the Revival. It is quarter-final day in the Champions League. Newcastle facing Paris Saint-Germain at St James's Park. As you can see, after Friday's result against Manchester City, we are sitting pretty at the top of the Premier League table on 71 points, 2 points clear of Liverpool and a good 5 points clear of the other two top four contenders. Let's get straight into the meat and potatoes of today's game. And after international duty, we're seeing a few players returning with a little bit less stamina than is ideal. It's definitely taken its toll on the bench, as you can see here. As for changes that we might make today, I think Junior, given the lack of stamina and form, we're going to have to make a change there. Ideally, I would put Almiron on the left-hand side, but as he's not really an option, we're going to have to look elsewhere. Ribery not in good form at all. Paredes not looking too bad, just a little bit short on stamina, but I think given the other options available to us, he might be the best one. So we're going to go with Paredes, and Paredes operates best on the left-hand side, so there's no need to swap him over with Maximan. Elsewhere in the team, Hayden not looking very well at all, so I think Dennis Zakaria can come in for him there. Juan Fran perhaps to come in on the bench, not entirely sure to be honest. Most of the options outside of the bench at the moment are defensive options. Looking at the team, suddenly Ribery is he has no business being there, so let's put Fazio on the bench. Xavi and Almiron can take up midfield roles if needs be. Vinicius Junior is a good all-rounder, the front five pretty much. He can play most roles within that. And of course we've got Joel Linton, who can make an impact at centre forward. But we're going to go with Timo Werner to begin with, given that Paris Saint-Germain are starting with a pretty decent centre-back pairing of Diallo, who is not rated that highly, but I think he's a decent player. The rest of that back four actually gives us a little bit of hope. Looking at our ratings versus theirs, I think we could have a good game here today. John Joe Shelby going to captain the side as always. And let's look at the rest of the team. Obviously Marquinhos is a very well-known centre-back. And he's going to... his performance is going to be vital to Paris Saint-Germain today. If he has a bad day, then you can entirely imagine that the rest of the defence is not going to cope well. At the other end of the pitch, Neymar, Di Maria and Mbappe. What a trio to come up against. It's going to be a difficult day for our defenders, but I've got faith in them. Let's hope that they can repay that faith with a good performance today. So while we're waiting for the game to start, I should probably send my congratulations, not that he'll ever hear this, to Diogo Jota, who won the Premier League Invitational tournament the other day, beating Trent Alexander-Arnold in the final. Thanks to a golden goal, something that I thought we were shot of, honestly. I can't remember the last time the golden goal was actually used in a tournament, but it was used yesterday, and Jota walking away with the spoils. Interesting to watch the players that lost in that tournament. There was a video feed of them and their reactions. It looked like they felt like they'd lost an actual game. I suppose that stands to just highlight the competitive nature of Premier League footballers and footballers in general. I shouldn't be calling out specifically to Premier League there. All footballers of a professional leaning have got something in them which has caused them to get to that level. You don't become a professional footballer without some kind of dedication. So here we go, Newcastle kicking from left to right in this first half against Paris Saint-Germain. And it's difficult to know who to consider the favourites here. Although this is a very good start from Newcastle. Good pressing from the boys in black and white. And a free kick given away. I think Dennis Zakaria just jumping. Oh no, apparently given the other way. I thought Dennis Zakaria was maybe slightly too vociferous in his challenge, but the referee has seen it the other way, and it's a free kick to Newcastle here. John Joe Shelvey looking at his options. He could float one into the box for an attacker to get onto. We might try that early doors, actually. Just float one in. Oh, hello, it's a chance and it's a goal! It's an early goal for Newcastle United in this quarter-final, and it's Christopher Nkunku who has done the honours. The floated ball into the box by Shelvey doing damage. Flicked on there. And Nkunku, aware of what the idea was, managing to take control of the ball. It's an excellent header from Paredes. And Nkunku with a left-footed side foot effort, just placing it into the back of the net. The goalkeeper can't do anything about it. And what a fantastic start this has been for Newcastle in this quarter-final match. And again, you can see the benefits of this pressing style that Newcastle like to try to implement wherever possible. Make the opponent uncomfortable on the ball. Oh, this could be dangerous. This shot from Paris Saint-Germain. Gunn takes the sting out of the shot with his first touch and then retrieves it with his second. Henrik's on the right now, looking forward. He sees Maximan making a run and plays it up to him. I don't think he's going to get lucky. Indeed, the header finds a Paris Saint-Germain player, and now they're able to build up from midfield. It's played back to defence. This really shows the respect which Paris Saint-Germain treat this Newcastle team. Paredes again with the header. Didn't quite manage to get it, but he put enough pressure on the Paris Saint-Germain player that the header was a little bit errant, and it put a bit of pressure on his teammates. They do, however, collect the ball, and now they're looking to build from midfield again. It's played forward. Di Maria now inside to Neymar. Tricky feet. This could be a chance, and it's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain. It's a very quick reply, and I believe it is Angel. It is indeed Angel Di Maria scoring the equaliser today. Perhaps too much respect given by the Newcastle players to Neymar. Gave him enough space to pick out the pass, and Di Maria taking a quick shot. And there was very little that Angus Gunn could do about it. 1-1 here. And that could be a vital away goal for Paris Saint-Germain. Good tackle, winning the ball back. Oh, and now they're in behind the defence here, and this could be 2-1 to Paris Saint-Germain. Angus Gunn is going to have to do something spectacular here, and it ends up being a horrendous miss by, I believe, Kylian Mbappe. Who would have thought that he would miss an open opportunity like that? Angus Gunn seemingly having the angle covered. Dear Lord. The nerves perhaps getting to the young Frenchman here. That high line exposed by the pace of Mbappe. Newcastle will need to be careful. That's a good take and a good shot by Werner. Look at this take by Werner again. He manages to control it in such a way that he's already got his body opened up for the shot. And if it wasn't for the excellence of the PSG goalkeeper, we could have seen the scoreline improve to 2-1 in the favour of Newcastle there. So it's a corner. Newcastle already showed they're quite dangerous from set pieces. And Nkunku plays it in. Nobody able to get their head to it. Willems picks it up on the other side. Cross is blocked. It might go out for a throw-in though. It does indeed. And it's a quick throw-in and somewhat intercepted. Here's Paredes. He's going to take a shot. Goalkeeper saves. Manages to pour it clear. Defender does the rest of the work. Now, Saint-Maximin on the right-hand side here. Shot from Nkunku. Oh, it takes a deflection. Goalkeeper does very well to save it. Goes behind for a corner kick. Well, let's watch this again. I believe that there was a deflection on the Nkunku shot. It's hard to see from that angle, but the goalkeeper, regardless, does very well. Donnarumma, the Italian. Another corner kick to be taken by Christopher Nkunku. A little bit less on this one. There's a header at the near post. And Newcastle really applying the pressure, trying to get this goal that will put them back ahead and put them in the driver's seat in this tie. Werner can't unlock the defence. Defensive header finds Willems on the left-hand side. Up to Paredes. A nice back heel to Willems, who finds the cross. Werner in space. Closed down quickly by the defence, and the header is won high up the pitch by Paris Saint-Germain, and now they can use that as a platform for a break. Somewhat intercepted by Nkunku, can't keep hold of it though. Here's Di Maria out to Dagba on the right hand side, and he wins the ball back high up, and this could be dangerous. Well won by Nkunku. And there's a through ball to Paredes. If he can control this well first time, it could be a chance. He does. He finds the cross in, and unfortunately for Newcastle, doesn't find a teammate. Good defending by Paris Saint-Germain. Marquinhos now. Back to Donnarumma, who lobs it forward, trying to find Di Maria. Loses out on the header, but the second ball is picked up by PSG. Back to Diallo, plays it into Ander Herrera, a little bit of space, but it's won by Zakaria, and the referee deems it a foul challenge. Not entirely sure I saw too much wrong with it there. Herrera just dwelling on the ball slightly too long. Zakaria took his opportunity, but the referee otherwise convinced, and we won't see a replay of the incident, unfortunately. So the ball now floated in. Paris Saint-Germain trying to do exactly what Newcastle did to them at the very beginning of this game. Oh, that's another foul there, and that is probably a late challenge. And Denis Zakaria now getting the yellow card for his troubles. Not surprised. Second foul challenge in the referee's mind in as many minutes. It was a little bit late. I wouldn't call it cynical. He might count himself a little bit unfortunate to get the yellow card, but now Neymar over this free kick. Blocked by the wall. Well done, Newcastle. Played inside. Neymar forward to Ander Herrera. Shepherded out by Ayer. It's not going to beat him. And it's goal kick to Newcastle. They play it out to the right hand side here to Henriks, who is already looking a little bit short physically. A lot of these players having just come back from their international commitments. Here's Werner. He can't take the first touch cleanly. And because of that international backlog, it means a lot of these players are feeling it in their legs in this game. But there we go, half time. Thanks to an early goal by Christopher Nkunku, Newcastle did take the lead. But on 17 minutes, Paris Saint-Germain hit back through Angel Di Maria, the cultured winger. And we can see the stats in the first half there. Paris Saint-Germain just about shading it. But Newcastle doing well to take the lead and to hang in here. Newcastle still trying with the press. They've had some joy with it, and so they will try to continue to reap the benefits. Oh, that's a good dipping shot there. Goalkeeper did very well not to completely lose it. Werner just offside as the ball was played. He's got to be smarter than that. Newcastle may very well not get many in the way of chances in this second half, so they need to really make the most of every little glimmer that they get. It's Marquinhos over the free kick now. He plays a long ball forward. Newcastle try to defend it, and it goes out for a PSG throw. No, actually a Newcastle throw, pardon me. Passing in this half so far has been very good. Oh, is Werner a chance? And he gets the shots off, but again, Donnarumma won't be beaten. He's already let He's already let one in. He's determined not to let in another. So another corner for Newcastle, flighted in by Christopher Nkunku. And he's offside. It's really frustrating to see. He was only half a yard off, but it still does count as offside. And so Paris Saint-Germain will restart from a free kick. Donnarumma will no doubt punt this forward, trying to find one of the forward players. But Aya comes forward and challenges for the header and wins it. And now Newcastle, with the ball at feet, have a chance. Speculative pass by Willems does find Shelvey. It's out wide to Henriks now. Oh, it's not a bad try. He had to try something. And Paredes very nearly getting lucky. The goalkeeper making a save. Pushing it out, and it was cleared by PSG. And in the panic, the ball is punted out on the right-hand side for a throw into Newcastle. Here's Nkunku now. Flights it in. Werner under it. Can't quite get the header on. Oh, Werner's doing his best to try and intercept. Admire the application. Paris Saint-Germain have got numbers forward, and this could be a bit of a sucker punch for Newcastle, having dominated possession so far. But no, they come away with it. It's played up to Maximan, and now he's turned his man. He's got a little bit of room to run into. He can't quite manage it, though. And instead, Paris Saint-Germain can now use this as an opportunity, and it's through to Mbappe. He's got a chance in on goal here. The goalkeeper does very well to save it. The fans applaud in appreciation for their goalkeeper's efforts. Inside to Maximan in a central position here. Plays it out to Werner. He's got a chance. Oh, it's a good tackle by the PSG defender. Werner thinks he's been fouled, but I don't think there was too much wrong with that. Player got his body in the way, and Werner just couldn't stop his momentum from carrying him into him. Good tackle by Aya. Inside to Zakaria. Plays it forward to Maximan. Paredes finds space in the channel. Can't keep hold of the ball. Pressure on now. Newcastle pushing forward again. They've had a little bit of a rest. Now they're looking to put pressure on the man in possession. Oi, oi, oi. Not sure about that clearance whatsoever. And although it's not conventional wisdom, we're looking to make a change here. Ballo-Touré coming on for the tiring Willems. Not too much else needs changing, to be fair. So we'll probably leave it as such. 1-1 is not a disaster as long as Newcastle can win the game, the second leg, away from home. Oh, it's a bad pass. Oh dear. Oh, has he spoken too soon? Maybe. It's going to be a corner for PSG. looking to perhaps play it short. They've had two men come forward to the ball, but having opened up the space, they use that to their advantage. Shelvey wins the header, good hunger. Long ball played forward, it's not accurate enough unfortunately. Werner was making the run. Fair play to them for trying it. No, it's just a little bit too quick of a pass. And then Mbappe at the other end. And now it's Newcastle's turn to clear it with a little bit of panic. Newcastle still trying to press. They've not given this up yet. This could be trouble for them. It's well intercepted. Aya instinctually getting his body in the way of the ball. And they're going to load this one in. They've kept all their men in the box. And somehow Newcastle just about managing to get it clear. It's a good ball from Shelvey. Here's Paredes. Out to Ballo-Touré, who fumbles it slightly. And he can't get the cross in. It's a wasted effort. And that's all she wrote for today. Newcastle United 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1 here at St James's Park. It's what could prove to be a vital away goal for Paris. Newcastle will be kicking themselves for allowing it. But it was one of the only real 100% chances that Paris Saint-Germain had. There was, of course, the one-on-one later on as we watch a replay of Nkunku's opening goal. The one-on-one that Mbappe had against Angus Gunn, but thanks to a combination of a commanding presence in goal as well as, let's be honest, a really shocking miss by the Frenchman, it ended 1-1. So we'll see how that plays out when these two teams reconvene later on in the month. Nkunku getting the player of the match for his efforts. Is a real mixed bag of performances for the players though. And as we look at the rest of the results in the quarterfinals, Barcelona taking a commanding lead against Sporting, Liverpool edging it against Inter 1-0, Newcastle United versus Paris Saint-Germain ending in a draw as we saw just now, and Real Madrid beating Marseille 1-0. So all of the home teams apart from Newcastle taking a lead, a vital lead, and keeping a clean sheet. We'll have to wait and see what fate holds for Newcastle in the Champions League this season. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Until next time when we'll be taking on Watford in the Premier League, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.